Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. It is One Time Quan here, and I'm here to encourage you. And yes, this isn't a regular video where I just talk about something that's going on the internet or do some gaming or either or. Besides, my 3 channels have been doing pretty motorcycle. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about encouragement. A lot of that comes from wanting to do something. Now, if you have something like, you want to do and you just can't find time to do it, that's natural. All of us have that, thing inside of us that we want to do, but of course we can't do because we're too busy doing all this other extra nonsense, and it's just taking away the key stuff. I only say this because I've noticed a little bit of a trend here lately. Every time I look on the internet, there's a lot of stuff going on between video game companies firing people, and then people not getting the right movies that they want to see with woke propaganda and stuff like that, and then small time creators on YouTube are not making it as much. And as a small time creator myself, I gotta say, I humbly agree. There are a lot of problems in the world, stuff that wish we could change, but we know that we can't. But I tell you, you actually can change it. And the way you do that is by putting your 2 cents in. You see, lately there's been a trend of people who say they want to stay out of the way. But at what point does staying out of the way affect you and how you move? You see, there's a certain way that you have to move in society that allows you to mitigate some factors out of your life, such as things that you need, things that you want, and also things that you don't want but you need, and also things that you don't need but of course you want. That's gonna be hard for you to understand, but trust me, kids, I understand what's going on here. Anyway, back to it. The trend of it is success. Everybody wants to have success, but they know that they can't get it. And I want success, but I know in order to obtain that success, I have to put in the action. Of course, I can vocalize my words and say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But how many people do you know are putting forth the action to actually capture success? Because I only say this because, you ever had those old heads that are always just sitting down, they talking, and they're just smoking and drinking beer, and they're talking like, oh, hey, I wanted to do this. Oh, hey, I wanted to do that. Oh, that's too young blood. You ain't never going to do nothing. And you're just looking at them like, are you high? And it's really consequential because a lot of them will tell you to work hard, but they won't tell you to work smarter. And then a lot of them will also say, oh, if I would have did this when I was young, or if I would have did this and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, are you serious right now? Yeah, and it's really sad because most of the population is actually like that. We're all sad, we're all depressed, and we're probably all paying for antidepressants right now. Save face for all the people who are actually on antidepressants. I'm very sorry, and I don't mean anything by it. Please forgive me. But it's all in the state of mind. Most of the state of mind has to come from the person individually. And of course, that also includes me. You know how I told you guys I'd be coming back, I would be doing videos and this and yada yada yada. But it's just, I've been doing a lot of personal stuff, paying bills, doing a job, fixing up this setup, for you guys. That way I can give you guys some nice, good quality content. It's going to be hard for you starting out, and it is hard for me. I mean, the algorithm is kicking my butt right now and is raw dogging me for every single little view that I can get. But of course, it has its top favorites. Don't even need to say it. If you've seen them on YouTube, you've probably seen them 1,000 times. Anyway, I've always tried to put myself in a position to where I could do what I want while also doing the things that I need to do. And in order to do that, I have to reevaluate what's important to me. And also, you can reevaluate what's important to you too. A way to do this is by mitigating the factors of, as I said, your needs and your wants. And of course, I want to be successful on YouTube. Of course, that's not something that I need right now, but I could potentially need it. But I need to, have a nice and stable life. So society says. But what if I don't want to have a nice and stable life? When I want to live comfortable and I can just do whatever I want without the fear of worrying when the next bill is going to get paid? I could do that by also doing this and having your view and support for that. But you can't have one without the other. There are many things that, determine the factor of living. And that determining factor of living is how you choose to live it. Now, of course, this doesn't work for everybody. And, of course, it's definitely, actually, it's going pretty smooth for me. I'm actually living quite comfortably. I have had time to upgrade my setup. I finally got my stream deck, so I'll start streaming soon. And I'm going to bring you guys more quality content since, I'm, not doing as much as anymore. But I guess what I'm trying to say here is expect to do better. And also, don't do drugs, kids, and because it's gonna mess you up in the long run. I only say that because, me Muslim, I don't mess with that stuff, and neither should you. it'll definitely distract you and take you away from the things that you're supposed to do. I mean, I've seen it ruin people's lives. But let me just say, be responsible with it. I can't tell you not to do it, which I am telling you, do not do it. But be responsible when you do it, because YouTube is, yeah, these terms and conditions. I can't say what I want to say without being, oh, okay. Let me not space out. Let me just go ahead and say, I encourage you to succeed, and I hope you can see me grant that success as well. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Salam.